Before the video begins, here's a quick message from our sponsors, Stitch Fix and Vincero, luxury watches for the young hustlers. We'll talk about them more later in the show. If you're like a lot of guys, you could probably think of a million things you'd rather be doing than shopping for clothes. Between the parking and crowds at the mall, the endless browsing, and the lack of advice online, it's enough to make you want to rock the same t-shirt and jeans forever. But you can't. So let me tell you about Stitch Fix Men. They've reimagined how to find and buy clothes. You never even have to leave the house. It's that easy. Just go to StitchFix.com and tell them your sizes, your favorite type of clothes, and how much you want to spend. Your personal stylist then gets to work. By the way, yes, you have a personal stylist. Your personal stylist then gets to work hand-picking new clothes for you based on your style and budget. 5 items are delivered right to your door, and you try them on at home, and you only pay for what you keep. Shipping's free both ways, so anything you don't want, just send it back. And exchanges are always free, too. You can get your fix monthly, quarterly, or whenever you feel like it. There's no subscription required. It's easy. The shipping is free, so why not give them a try? I promise you'll be hooked. So get started now at StitchFix.com/Pine, and you'll also get 25% off when you keep all 5 items in your box. Once again, that's StitchFix.com/Pine to get started today. StitchFix.com/Pine. And now on to your regularly scheduled programming. Welcome back, Hanky Boys.
Good eye radio, no, any down in the water.
Yeah, you're not actually going to get to go.
What?
And we'll talk about that in a sec.
Never.
It's episode, dear God. Who even knows at this point? What episode is it?
Oh, episode 24?
Let's just say 24. That sounds like a good guess.
Episode 23? There, you've got both options now.
So welcome back to episode
25?
24.
Episode 25?
27 maybe
Okay.
even. Just in case it might be.
What'd you do?
Did a move with my horsey.
Cool.
It's a very special time for us coming up. We're going to Sydney, Australia. It's my first time in Australia. What about you guys?
Australia.
Gonna be my first time.
Yeah.
First time in Australia.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you weren't invited.
Actually, I was the only other invited at first and denied it and gave my pass to you.
I was asked by the governor
The
of
governor!
of the state of Australia
Why
to
wasn't I
come
asked?
and given the key to open every door in every building, in every town, in every world.
Why didn't I get that same offer then?
Because they don't like you because your eyes go wonky-nilly.
Come on,
Wonky
dude. It's
nilly?
not that big of a deal.
It seems like you're really left out of everything lately. Not only Australia,
Yeah,
but perhaps
friendship.
merchandise as well.
Kind of.
Did you notice what James and I were wearing?
Well, I could be wearing mine if I had written it.
Describe it for all our audio listeners.
So James and Steven Suptic are both wearing a fine bright yellow hoodie, and it says Sugar Pine 7 on the front
In
with
hood writing.
with a tree on the back, baby, just like Excitacion's merch.
Yeah, are you excited for all the people that are going to be like, oh, you're ripping off XXX Tentacion?
Absolutely, because it was intentional.
But then they're going to say, but that guy has a terrible record with women and the police.
Yeah,
Irrelevant to how we feel about his merch.
I was about to say,
Irrelevant.
true about the person, cool hoodie, I'm going to take that, reappropriate it.
And so will I.
Worst word you could have used.
Oh, is it? I don't think you get it.
Radio, right? Yeah, sure, isn't it?
Hey, arrogant.
So a cool thing is, that's not that cool. I mean, it's very cool to me, but I still would love to be going to Australia. But while you guys are going to Australia, we've got some bits planned that you will see. But also, I'll be going on a little getaway to Joshua Tree with Sam and Joe.
New
You're gonna
Mexico.
take
New
mushrooms.
Mexico. I'll never come back.
Are you going to do mushrooms? Whenever my friends go out to Joshua Tree, they
it's
always
funny.
take mushrooms.
I feel like I've heard that too.
Every
Like
time-
people do drugs out in Joshua
I was invited
Tree.
to a birthday party that I knew that they were going to do mushrooms at, and I was like, sorry, it's on Mother's Day.
I'm
No,
so
it's
proud
not.
of you.
Every time my friends go to Mushroom Forest, they always do Joshua's. I've been waiting like a good 40 seconds to make that joke, and I'm happy I got it out. And I feel
Me
better
too.
about
I actually
myself.
really liked it.
I'm feel better.
It made me laugh.
I'm feel better.
This is good. Nobody do it like me do.
It's
Baby.
phenomenal.
It's
Because
phenomenal.
other wappos like that don't understand like me do. Like in the summer, I put it out album in the summer,
And it
would
goes
go
golden
to the
summer. Thank you,
and
Russ.
like nobody does that.
Just so you know, that's a riff at a rapper.
His name is Russ.
Yeah.
Smallest hands on any man, any woman, any child, any bear.
So, if you guys want to get these hoodies, just to tie it in, I think you can get them now. I'm not entirely sure.
Probably not.
Probably not, but soon.
First week of February.
First week of
Yeah.
February, baby.
This is
And,
the merch that we've been most excited about for a very long time.
Yeah.
I was
It's
really
so cool.
I want to tell a little story. So we got them dropped off by Fareed yesterday at the office just after I left. And in the group chat the day before,
Which I didn't
had
read.
called, which you chose not to read.
True.
Yeah. Doesn't take away from the fact that it happened.
True. And that's
and I'm
why
not
I
done with
said
the
you
story.
could have
And I'm
it.
not done with the story, and it has a twist ending. There's a twist ending.
It's got a twist ending.
So I called. Fareed was able to get one of each size: small, medium, large, extra large. I called the large because I knew that Steve would want the medium, and I would want him to fight over that with Kib.
Oh, you thought I would have won the medium too?
Yeah. So I called the large. I get news last night that Kib got the large.
And Steve and I fought over the large.
I was pissed. Yeah. I was pissed at Kib, and I texted Kib, and he didn't text me back. And I was just like, "I'm gonna see you tomorrow." And
that's so funny. So if I ignore it, he'll forget.
I get to the office. I'm a little butthurt because I'm just like, "Wow, I've never been that betrayed." And I try on the extra large. I like it a lot better.
Yeah,
twist ending.
Kib and
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
had a
Oh, you keep the large?
Kib and I had quite a twist as well.
I didn't know that,
We
dude.
did rock, paper, scissors for who could get the large.
And I won.
And I won. We did 2 out of 3. I won the 2 out of 3. I think it was like 3 out of 4. So then we did the 3 out of 4. I won the 3 out of 4. And I put on the large, and I was like, oh, it's a little too big. So then I put on the medium that Kib was on.
Liked the medium.
And I liked the medium. And then I was like, no, I think I want the large. So then I took the large back from Kib, and it didn't work. So then I took the medium. And then I was like, I'm not sure. So then I took the large back from Kib, and then I tried on the medium. And the medium was really what I like.
You know what? My favorite shirt that I ever had was made out of lard.
I understand. I
don't like you.
So where this story goes is we all got
That's not true.
the sweatshirt we want, and James loves me.
That's it. That's a bit of
Everybody
that.
got the sweatshirt they wanted. James got the triple XL. Kib
On account of the flabbles.
I love that I wasn't prepared for you to say that. It made me laugh so much harder.
Wait, you mean you didn't read the script of this podcast?
Don't say anything about the script, Daniel.
I miss Elliot and Mike.
I know.
Me too.
Dude, that was so funny.
Best podcast.
Okay,
by far.
hey,
one most
how about
fun for
this?
us.
You pretend to be Elliot, I pretend to be Mike.
And I'll be
Okay.
Mike.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to have you not talk anymore.
Different laugh.
That scared the shit out of me. That's my Elliot impression.
That's
Okay, and that's scene.
scared. No, this is him. That scared the shit out of me. Thank you. You can keep doing that.
That's Fareed.
No, that's Elliot. Dude, did you not hear what I just said?
What?
Let me read some stuff from the news real quick.
Before you do that, I want to know what you guys are going to do in Australia.
Oh.
Like for fun when you're not doing the other shit.
All right, Steve, come back in to me.
While I do my move and you guys talk about the fun you'll have. I really wish I was going. It would have been so fun.
It would be fun to have us all there in the same bedroom and Aussie.
We always have the best times at night in bed.
I love all the noises and jokes that we make, and then it's funny for like the next 2 weeks, and then we forget about it.
No, we drove that on. We dragged that shit on for so long. The
Which
jokes.
one? Yeah, that one's really funny. And then the one where Steve jerked off into a food wrapper.
And fucking ate it, of all things.
Is there really a problem with that?
It's not that there's a problem. It's just that you're fucking crazy, dude.
Well, that's why I brought back the P rule in the office.
Do you want to talk about the P rule in the office?
I do want to talk about the P rule.
We banned the P rule in the office because yuck. Yuck, muck, yuck.
I haven't done it once. Didn't before, ever.
Not true. James peed the most
Very
in the
true.
office.
James did not pee at all. I've witnessed none of his piss.
Oh, bullshit.
Remember that one time when we compared dicks?
Mm-hmm. Truly,
Wasn't
we did
that
that once
outside
in
of
an
a
alley.
bar?
Oh, let's talk about
Your
that.
guys' was the same size. Mine was significantly wider.
Wider. Whiter.
Withered. Mine was significantly
significantly
withered.
I found mine
Mine was resembled a whiff
dead
of
on
all
the
that.
side of the road.
What can you do in Australia? Like, what is there to do? 'Cause
Oh, there's many of the same things you do
Roos?
here.
Play with a roo.
You can play with roots.
Because I know our schedule right now, we have a panel to do. No, actually, first off, I think we have the signing, and then we have a panel. We are doing Beyond the Pine live in front of a live studio audience. And then the next day we have the same day we have a Q&A, and then the next day I have 2 panels, and you're on one of those panels.
And you're going to Skype me in on the panel.
Oh, good thing you ruined it.
Maybe if we...
Just kidding,
Well, honestly, I
dude.
don't even think we'll have Wi-Fi. I can
They
see
won't
us not
even
having
be there.
Wi-Fi there.
I haven't
No.
contacted my phone at all.
Me either. I won't be because of money.
I'll be calling you guys on the minute at least.
There's got to be a way to make that work.
There will be.
So
Absolutely.
besides that, there has to be some. Let us know in the comments if there's like a safari thing that we can do that's near Sydney. Like I'd very much like to see a fierce snake. And you want to see a what?
I want to
kind
see
of spider?
a funnel web spider
Hey,
from a
guys.
distance. I want to see it from many feet away to the point where if it ever ran at me, if it just beeline straight toward me, that I could like register what moves I would do. I'd probably do a low high kick.
Hey, guys. Go to the fucking zoo.
Hey guys, you want to see a
Want to see
spider?
some animals? Go to the fucking zoo.
Hey, you want to see a spider? I could call my buddy Spider.
If you guys really want to see some fucking animals, go to the fucking zoo. Easily. You don't got to go to Australia to see
Mickey
that.
Rick and Roll.
Mickey Rock Roller.
Mickey
He
Rock and
rolls
Roll.
his
We call
rocks.
him Mickey Rock and Roll, and kind of the fact that he likes to listen to hip hop.
And he doesn't.
Are you guys gonna buy one of Elon Musk's flamethrowers when they come out?
That's just a funny thing to do.
And you have to have a permit for it.
I don't know if you have
You
to.
have to
would
have a
imagine
permit for
so.
everything.
Yeah, I would imagine there's going to be a whole
No,
course
you
you have
do.
to take. Well, I'm not allowed to have a permit for anything either.
You need a permit for a permit.
My permit
It's
for
a
my
conundrum.
And I'm in the school. I'm in permit school right now. And
What would you do with a flamethrower if you
I'm in
actually got
permanent
one?
school.
Literally nothing. I would buy an acre of land and burn trees down.
Yeah, that's what everything. All of a sudden, like the day that those all get sent out to everyone on the news, fires everywhere.
Yeah, fires everywhere.
Or on the news, nobody can figure out what to even use it on or anything.
No, I think
so
the
everyone
first
returned
week.
it.
First week is there have been 87 million fires across the state of Los Angeles.
6 men burned alive last night.
6 men burned each other with cigarettes in one of the worst
Because they're
massacres of U.S. history.
They couldn't get a permit
couldn't
for the
get it up.
flamethrower. Steve's gonna buy one, I think. Were you serious?
I'm
about
going to
that?
buy one. I'm definitely going to buy one. They're going to be $500.
No,
which
they're
is-
not.
Yeah.
That's too stupidly affordable.
That's exactly the amount that I think one should cost. Honestly, I think that's
Truly,
really good.
I would not buy a
Anything
flamethrower
more-
for $1,000.
Oh, you did something that I shouldn't have ever
Let
thought.
me.
I would buy a flamethrower slightly less for what I would buy an iPhone for.
Yeah, no, I'd buy a flamethrower for the same price of an iPhone.
So, do you have anything to tell us, Steve? Any stories?
Is there a story about acid that you could tell us by chance?
Do you have a story about this guy in London or anything? You usually have a story about a guy in London.
Who does
But
acid?
this guy named
So
Guy
I
out
got this
London.
guy in London. This story about this guy. He's a YouTuber. You
is
guys
he?
weren't kidding. I don't remember his name, but he did a prank recently where he threw water in the faces of just anybody on the streets.
That's awful in itself, honestly. It's annoying.
But do you know why it's really bad?
Because he said it was acid.
He didn't say it was acid, but there have been a lot of acid attacks in London.
So
he's
people
just
are assuming?
capitalizing on that fear for a YouTube video. And it's just, once again, it's another YouTuber putting all other YouTubers in such a bad light.
Is this the same guy who filled his asshole with concrete?
Is this the
Oh, the
same?
microwave concrete guy?
Is this the same guy that lit my eyebrows on fire last week?
No, but it seems to be happening in Europe a lot.
That's stupid, dude. That's just only stupid.
What's the guy's name?
Did he get in trouble for it?
Uh,
No.
No, he's
there's
good now.
massive backlash or something. I'll watch the Phil
Good,
video
there
on
should
it.
be massive backlash.
Let's just watch the Philip DeFranco show on this podcast.
Okay.
The whole podcast.
So, if you guys didn't notice, we had Markiplier. Hello, everybody. My name's Markiplier.
Is that your impression of him?
Is that-
Really?
Hello, everybody. My name's Markiplier.
I'm so glad you didn't
Markiplier.
meet him. He would be horribly offended by this
Markiplier.
because of how good mine was when I
Oh, I'm sure.
showed him. Everybody, mine's Markiplier.
You guys want to hear mine?
Everybody, my name's Markiplier. That was very good. That was actually very good.
He's a very sweet man.
I wish you could have met him.
It was great to meet him. It was great to work with him. He's a great actor. I think he did
I
a
used to
great
be
job.
a huge fan of him.
So
back in the day.
originally, you know what, we might as well tell this because he'll never watch this. We were going to have him on the podcast and then shoot a bit here.
Uh-huh.
But we have been trying to make this podcast better for a long time. It's just
This is not an example of it.
we need a new set, and there are a lot of things changing, and we are going to have a lot more guests. I know we've said that before, but we just have been struggling with like Sydney coming up and prepping content for that. So we cancel on Mark for the podcast, but we're still going to shoot a bit with him, which we did. So my reason that we couldn't shoot the podcast, I said, yeah, one of our guys is out sick today. So we're going to have to just, we can come to you wherever you are and we can shoot the bit at your place. He's like, okay, no problem. And then we get there, James and I do. And he was like, oh yeah, so one of you guys was sick? I hadn't told James at all about anything.
Oh, no.
Any of the reasons.
You know, in all honesty, I was 50-50 in my head gonna either address that or be like, Steve instantly said that about Kib.
Yeah, because I mean, if we were caught in that lie, I don't even know what, like, I'm sure it wouldn't be a big deal.
Also,
but-
I could have just not known that he was sick.
And you could have easily just been like, hey, we actually want to wait until we upgrade the podcast because having you on would be
Simply better
Yeah.
of a decision.
But I like to approach every situation like we're a very professional company, and only things
One
that
of our
are
guys is sick today.
only unforeseen circumstances can prevent us from doing our civic duty. You know?
One of our guys
Truly.
is dead today. I don't know what happened to
He'll
him.
be alive tomorrow. He'll be back.
But no, it was a fun shoot. It really was, and I was so surprised at how good at acting he was.
Yeah, it was good.
It was crazy.
I saw that.
He was like I mean, I was expecting, you know, him to do the deep voice and to be like a stand-up man. Oh, terrible move. Oh, Kib.
Trust me, dude.
Just do it. Okay, so for all our audio listeners, Kib has moved his pawn up. No one cares. No one cares at all.
And the cool thing with Mark is like I had never met Mark. I haven't watched many of his videos to know like his personality enough to like write a character, you know, based on like him, who he is or whatever. But what I was imagining as I was writing that bit was exactly how he read it and exactly like the place he put himself in. And that was awesome. Like he killed it.
I hope he comes back for more stuff.
Well, he's now your therapist, Canon.
Oh, yeah.
So,
True.
and he's down. He said he's down to do more bits as the therapist.
Hell yeah.
We should eventually have it be a bit where it's
each of us go see the therapist, you mean?
That is really funny. Also, I was thinking that like eventually it's flipped and he's like on a roof, like about to jump, and Steve has to like flip.
That's
He has to go to
funny.
therapy, and it's Peter Gilroy.
So I was just wondering.
I love Peter Gilroy so much.
What's wrong with your mind?
What's up with your brain, idiot?
Do you guys ever get an issue where you wear socks and you scratch at them and then you have scabs on your ankles?
No, I don't ever have that
who
issue.
the fuck would have that
Who
issue?
has that issue?
That's really
Do you
stupid.
have that
You have
issue?
the thinnest skin
Show
I've
me
ever
your
even
fucking
heard
ankles.
of.
I'm not going to show you my
Show me your ankles.
I'm not going to show you
Show
my
me your
I'm not going to
ankles.
show you my
You're gonna show me your ankles right now.
Let me just look first.
I want to. No, let me look first, and then I'll tell you if you have
At
scabs.
least you're not wearing flip flops anymore.
Oh, look.
Steve's looking and picking at his scabs right now.
Oh, that was just because your nails are too long. You scratched yourself.
Yeah,
Your
you do
nails are
have.
easily shorter than mine.
Dude, let me see your nails.
No.
Let me see
I'm
them.
not going to let you see my nails.
Let me see your nails, man.
No. And then my ankles?
The
What's
nails-
next?
Just the nails. Nails, ankles, crotch. Go.
Here's nails,
They could be shorter.
ankle,
Yes. Oh, it's fucked.
under the table. I'll show you right now. Do you see it? Do you see the...
Yuck, dude.
You don't see anything.
No, I don't.
Is it too dark?
It's way too dark to see
Damn it.
anything. I wish I could see your
There's a little scab.
your muck yuck ankles.
I have a lot of weird health issues. Truly.
Yeah. Hey, your haircut looks good though.
Guys.
Show them your haircut.
Let's talk about weird health things that happened to us in the past.
Oh, okay, I got one. So I was maybe 15, and I woke up one morning, and my testicles hurt so much.
I think you have testicular cancer, dude.
Just wait, like I'm talking, like it was like they were bruised. I wake up in the morning, and like it hurts to like move, and I'm like, oh wait, what's wrong with my nuts?
Wait, what age was this? I need some
Like
context.
15, maybe 14.
Hey, have you had sex yet at that point?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I don't think, anyways. Maybe when I was drunk. I'm kidding. Probably not.
Okay, not. The answer's no.
The answer's no.
Okay.
So I wake up and like it's like oh it like hurts to walk. I'm like, oh, so this is something is very wrong. This is not okay for me. And it was just weird. Like in my household when I lived with my biological mom, we didn't really talk about our private parts ever. Like that was just not something. Like some families are really open and they talk about like, oh, there's something on my nuts or whatever, you know what I mean? But I felt weird saying anything, so I just like went along with the morning. Then I was like, my no sack is
My no sack.
my no sack. There's no balls in them. My no sack is hurting so much. And then at the time, my stepdad was like, "Oh, you don't fuck with your balls. If there's something wrong, go get it checked out right now." So they took me to the hospital, and I had to get an ultrasound done on my sack. And this old lady lubed it up. I'm just lying on the back. Like, imagine me lying down,
Rock hard.
fucking rock hard, dick up, eyes up at the ceiling. There's like pictures of cats and dogs on the roof, tons of them. So I imagine don't get hard. I don't know why else that would be there.
Why would that not make you... Sorry.
It made me hard, trust
Yeah.
me. And fortunately, I was like, dead people. It didn't arouse me at all. And the old lady just jerked me off and called it a
Wait,
day.
what was wrong with your balls, though? I need to know.
Literally, it was just like I needed an antibiotic. There's
So
just like a minor...
You had a bacterial infection or something?
No, not bacteria. It was just like a...
UTI?
No,
antibiotic is
nothing.
for
It was
I have
literally
two
just
stories
anything.
that come from this, both related to pee-pee problems. One is just a very minor story. It's not health related, but it reminded me of this somehow.
Yeah.
And it was when I was a little kid. I was playing a game with my neighbor Caroline, and her little brother went along, and her other little brother was there too. And they were sitting down.
We were playing Smash Your Nuts with a mallet.
No, we were playing this game.
We were playing Show Your Friends
We were
Your
playing like
Privates.
this hostage game where we fake tied each other up, and then like
And then one of us jerks off everyone.
no. But the game was going really well. It was really fun. We were all having a great time. Suddenly, his little brother, the littlest one of all, who I'm pretty sure had some sort of mental issue, just goes, "My pee-pee hurts, my pee-pee hurts, my pee-pee hurts," and he just wouldn't stop saying that. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know how to react." I was like 10, so I was just like, "Go home." And then
They hit by a car on the way home.
never hung out with that
Kid's dead
family. Never hung out with that family ever again. Their mom wouldn't allow it because he went home and probably said like, "My pee-pee hurts, my pee-pee hurts." What were you doing?
Touching
Being
pee-pee.
touched? I don't know. Being touched, my pee-pee hurts.
How old were you and how old was he?
I was 10. He was probably like 6.
Okay, so he's very young. So my pee-pee touch was an appropriate, like, repetitive
Yeah, no, the
sentence
kid was
for
so
him to be
stupid
saying.
as well. Like, he has...
Oh, dude, that was me. I went to that party. It was my pee-pee.
That party.
Second story is actually more of a warning. This happened a few years later. It was during early high school, probably freshman year, like one of the first days of freshman year, I remember. And I had jerked off the night before.
All right.
And I was testing out jerking off and all the things about jerking
the
off.
prostate.
Yeah.
The birds, the bees, and the prostates.
Hadn't checked the birds and the bees and the prostates yet, but I was doing this thing where I was like, what if I just clasped it?
Like
what if
as you're about to come?
Yeah, I clasped it as I'm about to come.
Well, I just constrict it as hard as I could.
And I did. I constricted. I clasped as hard as I could when I was coming, and I was like,
Nothing came out.
and then, so I had finished, and then I let go, and nothing came out.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Dude,
and I was
that's not healthy.
There will be no problems that arise from this.
There will be no blood.
And I wake up the next morning, everything's fine.
Except your left nut was 3 times the size.
I get out of the bus and I start walking to class, and I'm talking to my friends like
Was your dick
nothing's
just
going
drooling?
wrong. And eventually I have to pee. And I noticed I sort of had to pee the whole day. And I go to the bathroom and I let loose my zipper and my cock hold. And I start
My cock lasso.
instantly blood. So much
Oh
blood.
my God,
So much
dude.
blood coming out into the urinal. And I was like, this is from the night before. This must be. And I didn't know how to react. I'm like, do I go to the nurse?
No.
Answer, yes, immediately.
Dick bleeding. Dick
No.
bleeding.
Hey, I got a dick bleeding on
But first I went back to class because I didn't
were
know how to
afraid.
react. I was
Yeah.
very afraid. I was in shock. And then I had to pee again moments later. So I was like, and then
I'm out.
I'm sure everybody in the classroom was like, that man, there's something wrong.
what
That
is he
man
gonna
jerked
jerk
off and
off?
constricted his dick
Yeah,
last
right.
night.
So then I went back to the bathroom, peed out a little more blood, and then I couldn't pee anymore. And I know pee was coming out. It was just blood, little bits of blood. Oh, sorry, guys.
Fuck, man.
and then I went to the nurse finally, and they sent me home because they're like, this isn't normal. I went to the
They send you home. They're like, I don't want to deal with this.
Oh, you're
went
fucked.
to urgent care,
You're dying.
and turns out it wasn't related to the jerk off thing. It was
Wow.
strep. It was strep
Cock
throat
strep?
that had gone down
Strep
and
cock?
gone to my pee-pee. And my pee-pee hurt. My pee-pee
No,
hurt.
there's got to be some correlation to the holding your jizz in.
I thought there
because-
was, but it was a mere coincidence. It was merely
Did
a
you tell
what
the
it-
doctors that
what it
that's what you
was-
did, though?
No, I wouldn't
So
tell
then
them
it
that.
absolutely was correlated.
No.
And they just didn't know and said, you got
No,
strep
it was
cock.
strep.
No.
What happened was you were about to
You gave
were
yourself
about to
strep.
shoot out the strep when you were going to
Yeah.
come that time, but then you held it in and it expanded.
I'm so sorry that anyone had to hear about anyone shooting any loads.
So what
of
about you?
blood.
Got any pee-pee stories, dude?
Pee-pee stories. Let me think.
Any pee-pee, any good pee-pee stories, baby? Dude, that baby theater yesterday.
Baby?
No, that's fucking rad, baby. Hell yeah, baby. You hear me, baby?
Let me think. I don't think I have any pee-pee stories, but when I was 4 years old, my pee-pee exploded.
All over my gym coach.
All of my gym class. No, I was 4 years old, and this is back when I lived in Massachusetts, and so we were sledding down a hill. Did I tell you the story?
No.
My dick got caught underneath the sled.
Went 38 miles on it. No, I was sledding, and my deadbeat dad wasn't watching me, and I sled down the hill, and I just full speed, nothing stopping me, no sort of slowing down. Boom, hit a tree, and I was brought to the hospital, and I had a concussion.
You're that guy who's 25% black, right?
Yes, that's me. So I was there, and I remember I don't know how I saw this, but I have a memory of it. You know when you have a memory as a kid, and it doesn't make sense, the memory. I remember seeing a bruise on my head.
Oh, no.
That was green. Oh. But then I'm thinking back, how did I see a bruise on my own head?
Oh, your head.
On my head, not
The
my
mi-
cock egg.
The mirror, potentially.
Were you having an out-of-body experience? Was
I
this
might
at
have
the
been.
Was this at the time when you actually hit your head, or was
No,
this
this was
afterwards?
at the hospital. I remember waking
you
up.
were concussed.
Yeah, I was concussed for sure.
Oh, you were
I
just
remember
daydreaming
waking up
entirely.
and I tried to get out of bed, and I instantly felt so nauseous, and I couldn't walk. Like I couldn't get out of bed.
That's a terrible concussion.
Yeah.
I had a fever dream once where I thought a boulder was going to fall on my mom's dresser, and I freaked out.
On your dresser.
Yeah.
No one was injured, but
it was
he
tied.
freaked the fuck
It was
out.
tied by a string. And also, when you said gym class, and I went, oh, that's because it reminded me of one of the worst things I've seen in school, and I don't understand how this
Gym
girl's
class
still
heroes
alive.
live.
Let's hear it.
It was this girl named Stephanie, and she was sitting in front of me. You know how
my
when
sister's
you
name.
have like gym in middle school gym class, you're like kind of lined up in the gym, right? Because you guys did that too. Like you have a line that you sit down on.
Yeah.
There are like 5 rows.
Sure.
Cool. So she was sitting in front of me and she was chewing gum and she's like, "You want some?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually, that sounds great." So she gave me some piece of gum. I shit you not. It was the grossest thing I've ever seen. She puts it in. She takes the gum out of her mouth.
Oh.
And she
what?
She put it in her vagina.
No fucking way.
She put it in her vagina.
That's so funny, dude.
I don't know if she was trying to make a joke or what.
Actually, or did she just like put it in her pants?
That's a good question.
In her pants.
But it was like
it was in her pants.
she was miming the vagina movement though.
That's very funny. That's actually very funny. But I think it's too advanced for her to know that that's really funny.
Right?
So
because I was like,
that's only a mental issue.
Anybody doing this? And then just like putting it, nuzzling
in your vagina. You can say
That's
vagina.
hilarious.
You're allowed to say vagina.
That's hilarious though.
That's so funny if that was like intentionally.
That reminds me of a girl who was a grade below me in elementary, middle school. I went to a private Catholic school, and we had like morning rally, like a rally thing. Like I think it was a Monday morning. It's like the whole school assembly. That's what it's called. But it's like out on the playground, like this big parking lot that's like a playground. And so this one girl who was in the class below me, so her group was right next to me. I remember looking over and just seeing her picking her nose and eating it several times. And I watched her without looking away. Like I watched her do the entire thing. And then she started picking her ear and eating it. And I was just like,
what? You're salivating.
This is where it all goes downhill.
And I was just like,
that reminds me of something too.
Yo.
That's fucking yucky.
That's disgusting. Why are kids in middle school and high school so gross?
Dude, that reminds me of like in grade 7, maybe even 6, 7 or 8, one of the 3. My friend Declan, maybe I shouldn't even say his name, said it.
Fuck it.
We're sitting down, and he did this sheerly to make me laugh, but it was not worth it on his end because it's so fucking gross. But he's sitting there, and he's wearing like just flip-flops so you can see his heel. He's got this big fucking blister on the back of his heel. He's like, dude, look. He rips the blister off and he fucking eats it. He's the funniest kid I've ever met in my entire life and would do anything to make someone laugh.
I knew.
And to this day, he would be horrified if I told that over the internet.
That's so funny though.
Oh, it was amazing. Which also fun memory. All this dick stuff made me think of something. Is your first time coming a funny story, or is that just too much coming to talk about on a podcast?
Oh yeah.
No. Fuck it.
Okay.
What else are we gonna talk about?
The first time I came, I wasn't even masturbating. I don't know if I came, but I think I came. But obviously nothing came out.
Yeah.
But I didn't even touch myself. I was swimming in swim caps. I'm just underwater.
like that? Like sealing it?
I always like, when I was a little kid, I always like, I was just like pushed up against the fucking water resistor, or the thing that pumps out water, And
I wasn't even doing that. I was swimming like mermaiding. And I was like, feels so good. And then I was like, I didn't know, like I probably didn't fully come. I just got like very close, and then no idea what happened. I'm like, I gotta do that again. And then I tried again and nothing. I was like, that didn't happen, I guess.
To this day, that's the only way I can come.
Can't come unless I'm sealing it.
Did you ever like push up against the corner
Everyone
of a pool
put their dick.
to put... The lifeguards have to see that. They have to know what you're fucking doing.
About that.
Dude, the lifeguard's on
guys, all the guys are up.
There's a lifeguard on the perch just looking right at you like binoculars. Yo, kid.
And when you pee in the
pants
pool,
are down.
The pool's so clear, and the lifeguards can see that from above. They probably just see like all these kids. It's just like yellow clouds just start pouring. They're like,
One kid goes under, doesn't come up. The lifeguard's like, come on.
Dude, that's so funny. Like grade 3 to fucking 6. There's just girls all swimming, and then all the guys are up against the side of the...
And there's like the weird ones out in the middle of the pool, and the pool's so clear, and there's just the yellow piss.
There's kids peeing,
just fucking...
girls playing, and guys up against the fucking thing, fucking the jets. Best thing ever, when I lived in my log cabin in Canada, we had jets in our bathtub, so I put my dick up against that a few times.
The first time I came, though...
Yeah, what was your
I don't know if I told you guys about this. I might have told it before on this. I was told that you could come just by jerking off like the normal way by my friend Josh, and I didn't believe him.
As you can.
Because I was also learning how to swear at that age.
You mean like grabbing it and doing it, or just...
Grabbing it. He said that like pulling it and pushing it.
Steve was actually told he had to swear at his cock to make it come.
Fuck!
Smashing it and slashing it.
But I had the SpongeBob pillow.
You fucked the SpongeBob pillow, that's right.
I rubbed up against it, and I just kept doing it. I was like, something's right. And then...
I did the same thing.
Not only did it chafe it horribly, I had like rough dick for a week because I kept doing it because I couldn't stop because it was the only way I knew how. And I had my beanbag pillow pushed up against my door so my parents couldn't get in because I didn't have a lock that worked. And they one time tried to push in, and I was like facing my back
Cut a
against
little
the door.
hole in
God, I hope they
SpongeBob's
don't watch
mouth.
this. And I was just rubbing it like, come on, bitch, come on. And I was like about
Krusty Krab pizza. Just singing the fucking song. Dude, I did that, but with a fucking big dog fucking pillow.
I did it with a fucking huge dog.
Dude, dog was like 10 feet long.
He loved it.
Oh.
I never came from it though. I don't think this is before I could even come. And I was just like, I had a boner. I was just like wrapping against me. I was like, oh, yeah.
First time I came,
Yeah, feel so
I was 12 or 13.
That's
no,
young.
I was 12.
Is that young?
I didn't come, like, it's one of those things where you reach your climax, but nothing comes out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because your body's like,
Dude,
whoa there,
When I
girl.
learned about masturbating, there was a good while I was coming without.
Nothing comes out.
Did
And then one day
use,
you
like,
come and
your
you're like, what the fuck?
Did you use your hand to jerk it, or did you use a special tool?
I used a reach around tool.
I used my Turo account.
No, so what I did was I was in bed and I had the covers over and I was flicking through channels on my TV and it was like 11, 12 at
Dora the
night.
Explorer came on. And
No.
Boo, yeah, busted
know
a
what
load.
fucking
TV
came
at that
on?
age.
Oh yeah, baby. You know what was on? Do you guys remember the show The Girls Next Door on
No.
E?
Yes, dude, with the Playmates?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so it was an episode where they were doing a photo shoot, and E was the best. They would censor such a small amount. Only the nipple would be censored, not this huge
Wow.
blur. So you'd see the entire tit.
Very good.
Just only the nipple.
Holly, Kendra, and the one I didn't like.
And a Johnny Greg.
And a Johnny Craig. Loved him.
And so it was basically porn.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
yeah.
shouldn't have gone away with it. So I was there, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And so
Oh, fuck yeah.
I would watch that and not do anything. And then finally I was like,
Something's happened to my dick.
and it kind of was just like, and then I came and nothing came out, and I was just like,
Everything's changed.
and I tried to do it again right after, and it just wasn't working.
I did it
My
4
dick
times in a row when I first started
My
doing
dick
that.
would not get hard after that. I was just like,
I broke it.
I did the same thing, but with Nip Tuck.
Nip tuck.
It
What's
was a
nip
plastic surgery show.
tuck? Oh, fucking yucky.
Yeah, no, there were some gross moments, but
Muck
there were
yuck.
also some right moments too.
Muck
God.
yuck, dude. That's so funny. Oh, wow.
I did it to the part in The Shining when he's trying to kill his kid in the maze.
Honey, I'm home.
I did it to that part in Martyrs, where she kills the whole
Do you remember in that movie when he opens the door and he sticks his head through Jack and he says, "Hey, I shrunk the kids."
Before we continue, here's a message from our sponsor, Vincero, luxury watches for the young hustlers. Are you looking to increase your perceived success and wealth without paying a huge price tag? Well, Vincero has a modern and contemporary style that looks bold and professional. Get the watch built for a boss. It's time to step up your game and stand out. A luxury watch doesn't have to cost you a fortune, and you'll see why when you check out Vincero. Every watch is manufactured and quality checked by hand before being shipped out to you, the customer. This is the kind of attention to detail and dedication to quality typically only seen with luxury watch brands over $500, while Vincero watches start at a little over $100. I have tiny wrists, so there are very few watches that look good on me. Yet somehow, this leather-bound silver watch with a white face complements my tiny wrists perfectly. With over 5,000 5-star reviews and a 2-year warranty, you can shop with confidence. You have to check them out. I know you'll love their watches just as much as I do. So go to vincerocollective.com/pine24 and enter the promo code PINE to get 15% off your entire order. Don't blend in. Stand out. Get a Vincero watch at vincerocollective.com/pine24. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
You guys ever do like stunts just for fun, like jumping into trees
Yes, I got
and
hurt
shit?
really badly
Me
all the
too.
time.
I used to play like fake. I was really into like wrestling and WWE when I was like
Me too.
around that age, and so I would always do like wrestling moves with my friends and shit. And one time, my friend Jesse, like in my front yard, I ran from the other side of the front yard and speared him. And just speared him full on onto the grass, and we were both like knocked the air out of each other.
That shit's
Oh my
so fun as
God.
kid. I did
Yeah.
the same thing. We literally called it a game. We called it tackle. Me and my friend Byron, and in the winter,
Byron.
because, we would hit each other and we fall into the snow. But I was so much bigger than him always, so not as fun for him. Didn't want to play nearly as bad as I
Better
did.
for you 'cause it felt
but
like
I would
you were
just
like-
fucking just kill him.
Man, if this is what I got to do to keep up friends with him, like what?
We would also climb trees in the winter.
Jump
and I remember
off.
you literally jump out
I would
into
jump
the
off.
fucking
Yeah,
snow.
I would do it with
And
as
garage,
high as you can.
garage roofs and shit. I used to
Same.
not have a problem with jumping from tall heights at all.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
crazy heights
and
that
I
you're
was
like.
always surprised my legs didn't give out.
Me
or something.
too. Every time.
It's so weird.
One time, I climbed the top of a tree in the winter, and I was just standing there because it was a tree I would have a good view and I'd hang out at. And then the branch I was standing on just fucking broke and just, and I fell to the ground. And I'm just like, by myself. My legs.
30 miles away from any civilization.
I was at least a 5-minute walk from home.
I was at least a 6 at that age.
I fell in a puddle and cried one time in the winter.
On a public bathroom?
No. Good God.
I fell in a public bathroom.
In a ditch. Like, they're all frozen in Canada, and there's, like, deep, like, you know the coldest, what are they called? Where there's, like, a tube going through the ground, and the water goes through so it doesn't flood. Well, on each side of that, there's a big, usual, like, a big little pond almost, and it was frozen. And I fell through so deep, soaked myself, 5-minute walk from home, freezing cold in the winter. I'm just crying, walking home.
Dancing as well.
It was awful. Fun times, though.
I remember, did you guys ever, like, play, like, intense, like, make-believe with your friends?
Oh, yeah.
And, like to the point where it became a reality, almost.
I don't know. Maybe I blocked all that out.
I told my friend I had a golden pod racer in kindergarten.
Oh, so you just
and
lied.
It was a lie I kept up.
That's just lies.
That's just lies.
Right.
I mean, like games like at recess or something, or when you're hanging out with friends that you'd play like make believe.
The sword game.
That's
You're
just
dead.
lies.
No, and then you fucking die, but you kill him on your way down. You can't do that simply. I did.
I had this game with my friends where we we pretended that the Grim Reaper was after us.
Oh, that's fun.
It was fun, and we had all these different types of Grim Reapers, and we would just there's number 3 or like number 8.
This is the one only I can kill,
and each one had like different powers and shit. And it got to the point where like we scared ourselves because we thought that it was becoming real.
That's so fun.
And so it was literally like this was like 4th grade or something. And
dude, 4th grade was dope.
Mm-hmm. It was dope.
4th grade was dope.
It was dope.
That was the best grade.
That was like the
9
best
years old.
grade.
Miss McCaffrey. Holy shit.
Holy shit! I had a fuck for silly.
Miss Haw.
Who are you talking about?
No, mine just was mad at me all the time.
Oh,
My teacher
And
was
you love
very
that.
caring.
do you guys have any hot teachers when you were younger?
Oh yeah.
Mrs. Lundgren. Third grade.
Mrs.
Third grade.
Lundgren.
She gave me a
Mine,
green card.
6th grade.
She owes me a green card.
6th grade, Miss Fernandez had the biggest, best tits. And everybody was like, yo. And then also Miss Worth, 7th grade, she got married. Her last name was Money, Miss Money, Worth Money. True, though.
Oh, yeah.
She was attractive. And then high school, Spanish teacher was beautiful. He was beautiful.
He was beautiful.
Dude, I remember there was a couple of weird kids that would go underneath. Like, there's like, we had these like portable classrooms that were almost in like trailers.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Temporary, like,
Yeah.
they were called, what were they called?
Wish I remember.
Keep talking, I'll think of it.
Yeah, but these like portable classrooms, and they usually have like 3 steps, and then this little like
I know what you're talking about.
this little like porch that's like 3 feet off the
called
ground at
portables.
this point. Yeah, portables. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then the classroom, and
thinking of
there was a hot teacher that taught one of them, and
bongos.
some of the weird kids would hide underneath the little thing, and as she'd walk underneath, they'd look up at her fucking at her vagina.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was so funny.
She never wore
Everyone would
titties.
walk by and be like, "You're not sly, dude. Everyone sees you hiding there, waiting for it to
Enrique,
She
Enrique,
must
get up.
see.
I think it was more when she was coming out to leave the class. I don't know.
She knew.
God, if those kids get
She
caught,
do.
that's awful.
Didn't wear panties today, class. Everyone meet me outside after.
Everybody going to the stairs now.
I'll be standing on the stairs for 20 minutes.
Who's your worst teacher?
Oh, fuck. Mr. Giroux. He was a fucking pervert. Or at least in the 6th grade, everyone thought he
was a
was.
pervert.
And could have been completely
You know what,
wrong.
that sucks because I had a teacher like that in high school. I forget his name. No, I remember his name. I'm not going to say it. And everyone thought that he was a pervert. He looked like
He
a
very well
pervert.
might not have been, though.
Exactly. And I think that just that rumor going around based on someone's looks and how they act
And girls would
stuff.
be like, "Oh yeah, he hits on me all the fucking time. He's looking at our tits when we're at the thing." I'm sure he's not. He very well could have been, but like the last thing a fucking 40-year-old. Oh, he could have been a pervert.
Yeah, very well could have been.
He's
Oh, fuck. Did I tell you guys? Like a couple months ago, actually, it came out that one of the teachers at my high school was carrying on a relationship with a student my junior and senior year.
That's hot.
And they were in, I think it was in my class or the class above.
girl
And,
teacher
like,
or guy teacher?
Guy teacher with a
Fucked.
girl student.
Fucked.
Both bad either way.
But hot if you're the guy and she's a hot teacher.
Yeah, but
still fucked.
It was funny because obviously the statement didn't say who it was for the sake of everyone. But
you know who it
everybody
was.
was like, "Yo, who is it? This or that?" And like when I finally found out who it was, I was like, I could see that.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking guy.
How old was the girl?
16,
I mean, obviously
17.
under 16 or 17.
Oh, did he go to
It's
jail?
fucked.
Probably. I mean, I think that even if she was 18, it would still be like he still lost his job. I know he lost his job for sure. I don't know if he went to jail. I don't know how old she was. I don't even know who the girl was. That's the
so
thing.
fucked.
I know who the teacher was.
I humble
He's a coach.
brag may have gotten a teacher, not may have, got a teacher forcibly exchanged to another school.
Shit, why?
It's also
was
the
like,
worst way you could have said that sentence.
Yeah, forcibly.
Forcibly extracted.
Well, it was like you're fired or you have to go to another school now.
Same thing with the school. Like if it's a reputable school and they care about their reputation, they're not going to expel a student. They're going to ask them to leave. And then if the student says no, be like, oh, we have to expel you.
Exactly. So this teacher, he was actually the coolest fucking teacher, Mr. W. Everyone loved him. I included.
Washington.
One of the best fucking teachers of all time. And it was his fault. Really, I mean, I'm a student. I'm allowed to be fucking silly in class, but he allowed it, and I'll tell you what happened. So we did this presentation where you buddied up with a partner, and then you pick these phrases out of a hat, and then you have to act it out in front of the class. And one of them was, could you pick that up for me? And then the other one was, where on earth did you put that thing? And
oh, no.
So we go up, and like you can add to that as well, but you have to say the line. So I went up in front of the class with this little guy. He was little.
With this little guy?
With this little guy. And he wasn't even like a friend of mine, but he thought it was really funny. So we went up and I literally just threw my hat on the ground. Hey, you pick that up? And then he's like, absolutely, I can pick that up for you right now. I'll bend over and get it right now. I will. He bends over to get it. I go up and like fake air hump. And and he was like, where on earth did you put that thing? And the fucking crowd went wild. Wild. They all thought it was so funny, including him. He was laughing so hard. Like, this was him.
The teacher?
Yeah, he thought it was so funny. It was great. But then this girl in our class, it wasn't even her. It was this girl. She thought it was hilarious too. She goes home, tells her mom. Mom's extremely offended.
Oh, fuck
Calls
off.
the school, and that guy was forced to either get fired, like leave,
or get fucked.
Or you're fired. Leave or get fired. And so he had to find another school to go to. And I got some shit for that too. I think I got like a suspension or something. But like, oh, I'm a kid. I'm going to do that. That's absolutely
what the hell? They set you up.
They set me up.
With the perfect...
Oh, I know.
Are you kidding me?
But it was by random chance, by like...
Oh, no. The teacher could see that coming easily. He knows who you are at that point.
Oh, yes, he does.
The blame should only have gone on the teacher.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I mean.
The fact that you got suspended is so stupid. Schools are so stupid.
But he didn't know what we were going to do either.
Guys, let's go back in time and change it. Let's go back in time and change it.
Here's the thing. He didn't know what two phrases we got, and he didn't know we were going to do that. But I knew that he would find it funny. So I knew he'd let me do it.
Fuck parents, too.
Oh, but it was absolutely...
Parents are so annoying.
His fault for not immediately... Because he knew as it was happening what was going to happen. Like, everyone was giggling, knowing as he bent over or whatever. But, yeah, his fault and the parents' fault. Like, fuck you because it's...
And fuck the parent for not having a sense of humor.
Yeah, fuck them.
Like...
I mean, it's grade 6 or 7.
Jesus.
It might have been grade 7.
God.
Yeah, it wasn't...
If I told my parents that, they'd be like, huh.
Oh, I was imagining high school.
No, yeah, it was grade 6 or 7. So, I mean, it's still inappropriate, but like...
Any normal parent would react like, oh, okay, cool.
I know. Oh, her parent was an absolute bitch, yeah. I remember, I think she came to school and talked to me, and I was just like...
Oh, God, what?
Oh, yeah,
you put my daughter through hell.
Sorry,
and
I literally was like, she laughed so hard. And everyone laughed so hard.
This is only your issue.
Everyone enjoyed it.
What did you do? The conversation between you and her. I want to be more upset.
Do you want to be her or do you want to be me?
No, I want you to do both.
Do you know what you did was bad? Why would you do that? Do you know how inappropriate that is? I didn't at the time. I just thought it was funny, honestly. So why would you do that? You think that's okay to do in front of your class? I mean, I just thought it was funny, honestly, and everyone thought it was funny. She even laughed. Oh, she did not laugh. She told me she did not laugh. I'm like, I swear to God, everyone in the class can verify she was laughing. Everyone was laughing. It was fine. Absolutely not. And it just went on more like that. And it was just me going, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'd never do it again. And I know I'm being suspended.
Man, I need to know her name so I can look her up on Facebook and beat her at chess.
Invite her to chess.com. Declined. And it'll end there.
Man, someone found out my account and I've been playing them in a week-long game.
How?
Because I had filmed my computer screen in a video.
What did you do?
Someone found my chess.com account.
You got to make a new one now so you can trash talk.
No, because I think the chance of me matching somebody and then...
Well, now they're all going to go on and play. So you need now to change your account.
Well, I think it costs money. I already spent money on this account.
What? What kind of money did you spend on the account?
I wanted to do more daily puzzles.
Dude.
You guys keep wondering how I keep getting better. It's the daily puzzles you have to pay.
You've gotten negligibly better. But you've always been better.
And I was wrong. It wasn't daily puzzles. It's tactics.
Oh, dude.
What?
Is it worth it?
It's really
fun. You
fun.
already could have beaten us, so you didn't need the tactics.
Yeah, but I have a lot of fun doing it.
All right. Well, then I'll allow it.
And I've been playing a lot of bullet matches recently.
Bullet's fun.
1-minute games.
Yeah, because you don't have time to think. You just kind of have to like memorize your strategy that kind of works and then add to it.
I think chess is great for building like your reaction time and to figure out situations. Like I'll look at everyday life like it's a chess game.
Yeah.
Like one time if
Funny you
I'm at the
mention
water
that.
cooler. Do you get that too?
Yeah, I was actually thinking that. I don't even know.
It's really weird.
Literally, when you were fixing this, I was gonna say something, or you were putting something somewhere, and I was like, I'm gonna say something. And I'm like, I assumed that you had done that on purpose to do this.
Oh, okay. Mine is much different. You were at the water cooler once, and I was like, oh, I could hit you with my bishop from here.
Mine actually is helping my brain.
Yeah, no, mine's bad.
Wow, dude,
doesn't
that's
work.
so fucking funny.
It's just like, it's after I'm done playing, I'll just get those like, and then I'll even have dreams where I lose at chess, and then I'll wake up the whole next day I'm pissed.
No, I feel that. I have
That's
this
so
game I
funny.
play where it's like a match 3 thing. It's like a fish. You wouldn't get it. And so, what?
Is it an app on your phone?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's called
Are you-
Fishdom?
Oh, no, I have, is it?
No, I
Is it
don't
like
play
that?
it like with a thing where you flip around the card and you match it. No,
I have-
it's like it's like all the shapes and you have to like move them to switch and make 3 or more. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Oh.
But I was playing so much of it that I would literally like shut my eyes and it would just be like,
Yeah, I was playing Plague Inc. for a while, and then I was waking up thinking
Dude,
I
that
could
was
give
the
everybody the worst
funniest
virus.
game that you've ever. No, that was initially finding out that you were playing that made me laugh so hard because that's so funny that you're constantly thinking about creating diseases to kill the whole world. How do I take down Russia? Like, it was so fucking
It
funny.
wasn't Russia, it was Greenland
You're
because
right, it was
the
Greenland.
airports, they close them off very quickly.
Do
and
they in
it's
real
up
life,
so-
or do they only in that game?
It's up so far in the
Right.
hemisphere that you have to
Right,
use
right,
cold
right.
2
I
in order
understand.
to reach it.
Now, is that practical, like a thing that maybe is real, or only in that game?
It teaches you a lot about diseases.
Does it, or is it only in that game? And is that information incorrect? Likely.
tell me one thing about a disease.
That is true, and not just from the game.
Diseases can be transmitted through blood, flies,
Everyone knows that.
mice,
Everyone knows all of that.
air,
all of that.
water.
Common
But
knowledge.
did you know air?
Common
No.
knowledge.
There we go. James
Yes,
didn't.
airborne diseases, absolutely.
Well, what games do you play, you bullshit? Yeah, you play.
I don't have time to
you
play games
what's
anymore.
you play RuneScape.
I don't play anymore. I haven't played in a long time.
Then what were you clicking the other day?
Oh, I was creating music.
Well, you-
Talent.
you played a game
you're,
very recently.
You're playing this game where you're like a circle and you have a little sword and you walk around and just
Oh yes, yes,
Whack
I was.
things.
I don't some weird .io game that was like kind of fun.
And you play an FPS on your phone.
I haven't played that in a long time too, and I miss it, but I got bored of it.
The worst game you could possibly play on a phone.
No, it's actually so fucking good, dude. Like surprisingly good. I'm one to talk.
it's your move.
What have you been
I
playing
don't have
recently,
time
James?
for a move, dude.
You've been playing the new Call of Duty. Alyssa just got the new Call of Duty, so I
I've
might
been-
play with you.
Oh, I want to play with Alyssa.
Okay.
You're gonna play?
I might. I mean,
Yeah, do it.
we have it
Do
now.
it.
It's super fun.
Dude, I love it, man. It's so fun. I like only get bored of it for like a day and then I get back into it. Like, so it's not like a thing where you're just like, oh, I don't ever want to play this again. Yeah,
I'm just glad you're not playing Bloodborne
I
anymore.
just prestiged my second time.
Very good. Are you
Baby.
finding it easier to play when you sit down versus sitting on the table?
Oh, easily.
Really? That's great. That's great.
Well,
news.
now I know that the
Oh.
TV can move. I didn't
Yeah.
know that before. That's why I sat on the table.
I just easily pulled it out, remembering that it was on the.
Because remember, you were like sitting on the couch and you're like, oh, this is a terrible angle. And then we were just like,
And that was after months of playing it stationary like that in the most inconvenient spot.
might start Bloodborne again.
You should. You beat it thrice.
No, I don't want
I'd
to.
like to start it. I think it seems like fun.
You should definitely play it. It's a really fun game.
And you need to watch Spirited Away, both you guys.
What's that?
I've seen it. I just haven't seen it in a long
The greatest animated movie that's ever been made, of course.
That's never been
Well,
made.
well, well. What's it about?
It's about a little girl and her family.
You had me at hello.
It's about a little girl and her family. They come across a strange land on the way to their new place. The dad, of course, takes them to through this weird corridor and brings them out to a field and is like,
Okay,
Oh.
I don't want a synopsis. Give us a summary.
and he's like, oh, this must have used to have been a
Bathhouse.
old circus. So they
wow.
cross the field and into a town. The parents choose to eat from a deserted town that has a little shack that is serving food.
Is this like a post-apocalyptic thing?
No. So they eat.
Why are they eating from an abandoned anything?
The girl leaves for a sec and is given a warning by one person and returns to find
What was the
something
warning
terrible
for?
has happened to her parents. And
Are they
now
dead?
she may be
Did they
trapped
die?
in this
Are they
town
dead?
forever, and everything in the town is changing.
Oh, why? Is it post-apocalyptic? Are the parents dead? Are they hurt?
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Do they have a disease? Because you're playing the disease game.
No, they don't have a disease.
But they
Any
might.
other questions?
Yes. What is the movie about?
What would you like the movie for me to watch?
I really want you guys to watch that Brooklyn movie that I was talking about. It's amazing.
Let's give recommendations to
Mean
people watching
Streets?
the video.
No.
Mean Streets? Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale.
Yeah, with Robert De Niro's
Fucking
dad, right?
amazing,
You need to
dude.
finish Good Time first before you do anything.
It's so traumatic. I'll finish it tonight. Or no, I'm going to finish it on the plane. People have been very upset with me for the longest time about my opinions on movies.
I think that your opinion, it doesn't seem like it's just coming from your head, though. It feels like you're thinking, and I could be very wrong, which is how I think how they're interpreting it, as well as myself sometimes, is that your opinion comes from almost like it's inspired or whatever from like a cynical point of view of other people. And so that automatically, you're thinking like them because you respect their opinions. So then that may not be as genuine of an opinion.
It's purely like when I hate a movie, it's because I genuinely hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's never been a point where I've disliked a movie because it's someone else's opinion.
No. I mean, even if you don't read someone else's
that it's
opinion
from
on
a
it.
cynical point of view, because I want to like movies. I want to like this, and I do like a lot
that's
of
important.
movies. It's just
Like, I bit my lip so hard.
But we did this thing on Boys Only Club where I talked about all the Oscar nominees and all the winners and everything, and I saw this comment that was telling me that Baby Driver is a really good movie. The ending was great. The first car chase scene, they agreed with me that it was the best one, but that it didn't. That all the other ones were really good too.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just curious, do you guys agree with that?
I haven't seen Baby Driver. Haven't had any interest.
Sorry, I
in
was looking at chess. What were you saying?
So the first driving scene in Baby Driver, that was the best one, right?
It was. I'd say it was really good because it was the first of the movie, and the other ones were a bit too convoluted. Like they were a bit too like over the top with everything that was going on. I liked the one with the second heist that didn't go well, and the guy in the truck was chasing them.
Okay.
I liked that one.
What is the story of that guy, by the way?
Oh, I think he was just like military.
I think what it comes down to for me with Baby Driver is that it felt like a bad version of a Tarantino movie.
I love Edgar Wright, but I think it was his worst movie.
I agree. And it's not to say that it was a bad movie by any means. I thought it was a great movie.
It didn't feel like an Edgar Wright movie. There were so many things missing. The way that he furthers story and character and like just the tone of the movie with editing, like Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz, like the way that he uses editing is literally to further the story, not just to like go from one thing to another. It like adds to it. And that wasn't really apparent.
I think he just got caught up in his new gimmick. But it did, for me, feel like a poppier version of a Tarantino movie.
Like, is it actually good? Like, I saw
It's entertaining.
like the trailer for it, and it just nothing in me made me want to watch it.
And then I also caught some flack
It's
talking about Call
predictable.
Me By Your Name.
I haven't seen that either.
I haven't seen that.
Just the age difference between both the guy who's the main character, the kid who's 17 supposedly, and the guy who's dating him or like fucking around with each other, who's 24. He looks
Statutory
much
rape.
older.
That's statutory rape.
Not in Italy. I think it's legal there.
Yeah, 16's the UK age of consent.
I still think it's creepy.
Same in Canada, unless that's changed.
That's the gray area then.
Actually, I think it's fucking 15 in the UK.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
when you
weird.
end your school, right? It's 15?
Yeah, something like that. Then
15.
yeah, something like
Well,
that.
that's why everybody's
I could be
happier
wrong.
there.
I could be wrong, but I think it's 15 and then it's 16 in Canada.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that the youngest?
It's still weird. People still like
I'm
if
gonna
there's
look
a
up the youngest
if
age
there's
of
an,
consent.
if there's an 18-year-old or a 19-year-old dating a
And then be on a
16-year-old or,
list.
Yeah,
or
right.
anything like that.
Oh,
I remember
God.
in high school people still judge them. Like they were like, "Oh, yucky poo poo."
Okay, here we go. Youngest age of consent. No, this cannot be.
Jeez.
Kib guessed for the Philippines and Angola.
13.
Even less. 1 year less.
12.
12, and then
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, and even in Japan, it's 13.
Get it together.
And Japan often stands out as the only developed country on the list with of the lowest ages of consent.
That's crazy.
But in most areas of the country, they've raised the effective age to 16 to 18. Okay.
I mean, like, it's weird because growing up with that being the age of consent, it didn't seem like a weird thing. Unless there was, like, 18, 19-year-olds dating 16-year-olds. You're still like, ooh, yucky poo-poo.
But when you're in, like, that age group and you see these girls that are, like, 16 and a little, maybe 17, when you're that age as well, they seem so much older.
Yeah. That's why you're like, oh, I don't care. It's fine. They're like,
But then when you're actually our age,
you
or
realize that
even
it's
a
like,
little bit
fuck.
younger,
Because
it's like,
you can't
yeah.
imagine yourself being that age dating a young person. It feels gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to take a 15-hour flight to Sydney.
Isn't it more than 15?
No, it's 15 exactly.
15, which is just so bad.
I checked to see how much it would cost to upgrade to first class. $3,200
Per person or for
per
all of you
person.
guys? Oh,
not worth it
at all.
But I did it.
Did you really?
No.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
I was about to be so mad at you.
I was gonna just do it for me and then have it like a bit to see like Autumn and James in the background.
That's the excuse so that
I
no
don't
one
think
can
Autumn's
be
gonna
mad.
be on the
It's for
same
the
flight as
bit.
us.
Huh?
I don't think Autumn's on the same flight as us.
Oh,
No,
did she
she's
get put
not.
with Bruce? I don't know why
So it
I
would have
do
been
that
funny
whole-
for the 30 seconds that you film a bit, and then it would have been the next 15 hours of you being up there, and I'm just like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, that would have created animosity. But it's not happening because it's so goddamn expensive.
That's
Either
crazy.
way, thank you guys for watching. It's been another episode.
It's been real. I'm sorry we didn't have anybody else on the podcast, but I hope it was also entertaining nonetheless.
Get excited for the future. And this one will be up on iTunes.
We got music coming out soon too, all of us. Me personally, Steve personally, and collectively as well. So be on the lookout.
And me, maybe personally, very soon, I just need a producer.
Yeah.
Anybody know a really good producer who's going to charge me a lot of money?
Don't hit me up. Hit James up.
Wait, let's sing a song.
Cecilia.
So I'll do, what are the chords for that?
Cecilia. Cecilia. Oh, I really want to feel ya. Cecilia. But Amelia, oh, you're the one I want to be with. For real, yeah. Cecilia.
Okay, so we only know that line.
Because it's different for everything else. When the middle of the night. Everyone is
We'll cut it off a long time ago.
Cool. Let's finish this.
I really want to feel you, Cecilia.